Hey everyone, my name is latenightnomad and this is the first part of my brand new series called Dead by Design. This series focuses more on the creative side of Dead by Daylight, showcasing new perks, characters, and game mechanics. Tonight we'll be looking at 6 brand new perks, each with their own unique effect and a custom made icon to go alongside it. There's more info and a small disclaimer in the video description down below, but let's try to keep it short for now and kickstart Dead by Design with High Stakes. This perk activates and remains active when the endgame collapse begins. While active, High Stakes reveals the auras of all chests within a 64 meter radius and gives you the ability to rummage through chests. If you open or rummage through a chest while High Stakes is active, you're guaranteed to receive a very rare item in return. Now if you're the last survivor remaining, this perk becomes stronger, attaching 2 high quality add-ons to the looted item, in addition to giving you the ability to keep those add-ons if you escape. High Stakes probably wouldn't be very good, but it's a very fun idea and it would fall right in with other plunder build related perks like Ace in the Hole, Appraisal, and Plunderer's Instinct. Personally, I would probably run this all the time, I'm not gonna lie. If High Stakes is a bit too risky for you, let's slow things down with Anima Grasp, a killer perk centered around delaying and manipulating status effects. This perk activates for 20 seconds after you hook a survivor. While active, the timers of negative status effects are paused for the survivors, but their debuffs remain active. This means if a survivor was afflicted with blindness for 30 seconds, you're effectively adding 20 more seconds to that debuff. Additionally, the timers of positive status effects such as Endurance and Haste decay 200% faster. Anima Grasp doesn't affect killer power related debuffs, however, such as Doctor's Madness and the various infections. This perk is really interesting and potentially very strong depending on what it's paired with. Similar to Vigil, it has no effect on permanent debuffs like when you get hit with Sloppy Butcher, but it works with every duration-based effect in the game, even ones from add-ons. This means you can take an add-on like the Clown's Kerosene Can and nearly double its effect when you run this perk. It's a little niche, but I think it's my favorite killer perk from the 3 that are going to be shown in this video. While your team is recovering from the effects of Anima Grasp, you can help them get their bearings with Lift the Veil, an information-based survivor perk. Lift the Veil passively grants you a 16% bonus to your Dull Totem cleansing speed. When you cleanse a totem, the killer's aura is revealed to all survivors for 5 seconds. This is a very simple yet very strong perk that has a lot of synergy behind it. The bonus cleansing speed lets you activate perks like Inner Healing and Clairvoyance more often, and the aura reading can help the survivors figure out who the killer is early or support someone mid-chase. Naturally, it's a lot stronger for Swifts, but I think the duration holds it back a little bit, and you're also sacrificing a Dull Totem for it, preventing other survivors from using totem-related perks. Now the survivors might be able to locate you with Lift the Veil, but nothing could prepare them for the entity's appearance through Cataclysm, a killer perk focused on resource destruction. Passively, if you basic attack a breakable wall, it becomes marked. When you hook a survivor, Cataclysm activates and the trial grounds erupt, causing the entity to immediately shatter all dropped pallets within 24 meters of the hook, as well as all marked breakable walls. Additionally, if a survivor is within 6 meters of any object that gets destroyed by Cataclysm, they scream in terror and their aura is revealed for 5 seconds. I honestly can't decide if this perk is too weak, too strong, or just right. Cataclysm's effectiveness would definitely depend on the map you're playing on, but I also think it can save you enough time and give you enough information to be worth it more often than not. Now if a Cosmos consuming spider god is a little too intense for you, try your luck with Tales from the Fog, a survivor perk that rewards good team play with a very fun effect. This is my favorite perk I've ever made, so excuse me while I read the flavor text for this one. Your latest run-in with the killer has made waves, and your teammates rejoice as you regale them with your harrowing yet inspirational Tales from the Fog. After pallet stunning the killer, rescuing another survivor from the killer's grasp, or taking a protection hit for another survivor, this perk activates. While this perk is active, if you're injured, your aura is shown to all survivors regardless of distance. They also see your aura. When a survivor completes a healing action on you, Tales from the Fog generates an item of very rare rarity or lower and places it in their hands. If the survivor who healed you was already holding an item, you receive the item instead. After generating an item, Tales from the Fog deactivates and is placed on a small cooldown. This is just a ridiculously fun perk, and in my opinion, its effects, icon, and even the name are just perfect. Tales from the Fog honestly reminds me of a Nick Cage perk with how goofy it is, and that's probably because I definitely took inspiration from Dramaturgy when designing it. I would run this perk every single game, I am not kidding. For our final perk, while the survivors are trying to make use of Tales from the Fog, you can give them a terrifying jump scare with the effects of From the Shadows, a stealth-based killer perk that aims to bring horror back to Dead by Daylight. When you damage a survivor while undetectable or while they're oblivious, this perk activates. Upon activation, all survivors within a 32-meter radius scream in terror, revealing their location and auras for 5 seconds. Additionally, the damaged survivor becomes exhausted and blind for 40 seconds. After activation, this perk deactivates and is placed on a 45-second cooldown. I think this perk is much needed. Stealth killers aren't great right now and don't have a lot of perks that cater directly to them. I'm honestly not sure if this is enough though, and I think I could probably bump the numbers up or lower the cooldown and it would still be fine. Because this perk also works with Obliviousness, there's a lot of synergy to be had with other killers who might be able to make use of that status effect. I hope you enjoyed this video because I sure as hell did. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more Dead by Design, because I have a giant backlog of things that I want to share with you all. I think for the next entry of this series, I'm going to focus on reworking lesser used perks, things like Pharmacy, Autodidact, Fire Up, and Dragon's Grip. In the meantime, let me know what you think I can improve on, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching.